you could argue this has been one of the worst Premier Leagues when it comes to the quality of football that we've seen from a lot of the teams. But fear not, their reward is top 5. Look like they, of course, will be doing Champions League. Will be doing what's good English. Will be playing in the Champions League next season. Looking at those contenders, we've given a pass to Arsenal and Liverpool as well. There's quite a few teams in the running. You could take it down even below Brighton. But from this lot, who is making the top 5, Stevie?
Cool. Well, I don't think. I think from Aston Villa up. I'm still not sure of Bournemouth.
Right.
I think. Yeah. I think if you take Bournemouth out, it's between the others who gets in the top 5.
Right.
So that means there's probably going to be one of them that misses out, because I think Forest are going to do enough to be in the top 5.
So Forest are okay.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 more spots.
Yep.
Who are?
Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
Villa.
Not Manchester City.
Oh, sorry.
Stevie Nicol.
No, wait, Nedum, it's all right. He's had a moment. He's had a moment.
So here's the thing, Nedum. Here's the thing, Nedum. Excuse me. Let's be honest. Man City, Newcastle and Villa. Explain to me which one's ahead of the other.
Yeah.
Because if you want to look at the history books, then you'd say City. But right now, they can't score a goal to save their life because it's over there. They can't score a goal to save their life, and they can't stop anybody from getting at them. So how is it?
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm going to go Aston Villa.
Yes.
And Newcastle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. There's nothing.
I suppose the argument against Villa is Champions League.
Okay. I understand that. But again, I go back to City.
No, that's fine. Okay. No, I was just saying, if you're going to make an argument
there's
against...
nothing about Man City right now makes me think they're going to actually beat teams.
Okay. All right.
Whereas Newcastle and Villa...
Yes.
I think I've got stuff that can win games.
All right. Nedum?
Yeah, so what I would say in relation to that is City have obviously been really poor over the last 2-3 months, but they're somehow still in the top 4. So what does that say about the other teams who are around them at this moment in time? I think we're very right to sort of criticise City for the way that they've performed. But even like in this weekend just gone and say the weekend before, like Bournemouth losing at home, Villa themselves, why Villa outside of the top 4 or 5? It's because they've been ridiculously inconsistent at times this season as well. So I think in terms of the way that all those teams are going to be sort of approaching the back end of the season, if I was to back a team to be able to finish ahead of the others, it'd be very tough to say that, 3 of those teams will finish ahead of Man City. Even Forest themselves, for as good as they've been, there's another 4 goals conceded this weekend just gone, and it was a big game for them against Newcastle. Can they keep their eyes on the prize, or is the feeling of being that close to the Champions League going to affect them? And interestingly, I think from City's perspective, they play Bournemouth, they play Aston Villa, I think they play a couple of Brighton, play a couple of teams that are in and around them. And this is their objective now. The FA Cup is obviously something they'll try and go for, but in reality, it's the domestic form. And for them to have a goal like that to try and do it, I'd be very surprised if they didn't make it in. And again, for some of the other teams who are in there at this moment in time, if they were that good, they'd be a lot further ahead of Man City, as we see with Liverpool, as we see with Arsenal. But for the rest, it's all the same, much of a muchness.
So Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and who are your other 2, Nedum?
I think for the story, it'd probably be good for Forest, but I don't think they'll get on. So I'm going to have to say Newcastle, and I think probably Aston Villa.
Right. Mario, quickly.
Hey, quickly, I think Villa invested so much, so I definitely have to give them the shout because they want to be up there for sure. But Chelsea, they dropping out, man. I feel so bad by saying that. But anyway, okay, I feel like the way it is right now, you understand, well, we already said City, what is it, Nottingham Forest. I might substitute, I don't think Nottingham might drop some points. So then I change them for Villa. And what else? Okay, Liverpool we don't have to call. City we don't have to call. I think they are up there. So my call is simple.